Will you stop licking me? What do you want? Hey, what up? It's 5 o'clock. I still haven't fucking done any cardio yet. I'm about to get in there. Toughness, right? Mental toughness. Why am I talking about this? Last night I was feeding rabbits. Actually, I was up there to top rabbit waters off, and I had a couple moms that had babies, and I had moved a couple of cages. Check out that big ass spider. He bite. So I had a couple moms had some babies, and I opened the feed hopper and I fed a couple of them, and just out of habit I went down the line and started feeding rabbits. I don't typically give them feed at night. I give them feed during the day for the most part. Some of them have the feed the next day. I have multiple rabbits in cages, not single rabbits, right? Want to make shit easy on yourself. One rabbit, one cage. People say it's better for the rabbits. I don't know. We produce a lot of rabbits. They don't seem, I mean, they're not, hey, can you move me and put me in a single cell? That's basically it, right? Feeding the rabbits, open the hopper up, 4 mice inside the hopper on top of feed. So my thought was, okay, times get tough. Feed is going to be harder to get. You're going to be doing more work to get the feed. The mice are after the pelletized feed. Pelletized feed goes away. Mice are still going to eat something. That translates to labor. Feed goes away. The systems have gone away probably, and you are going to be doing a lot more work. You better be mentally tough, right? So my thought was, okay, I'm going to start feeding less, but feeding more often, so that in the dark, when the nocturnal mice come out, there is no feed for them to eat. Can you do that? Yeah, probably. It'll take some doing. There will still be feed on the ground. There'll be feed in the chicken coops. There'll be feed around. But if you let the birds and the rabbits just be a little bit hungry, or they know that there's a little tiny bit less food, maybe they will eat most of it, and it'll be less for those animals. They will have to go and work to get their feed rather than coming to the feeder, right? And I thought, somebody's gonna tell me, oh, I don't have time, to do that. I'll just let them have the feed. What's the detriment, right? What's the negative having the mice around? I don't know. They say disease and shit all the time, but I mean, I live in the woods. There's mice everywhere, other than just feeding the mice. And my thought is, if we let there be a healthy population of mice, there will probably be less feed for the animals. You're feeding a bunch of mice. When I go up there to the rabbit area and turn the lights on, mice scatter, right? They're obviously there. But my thought was, and the whole point of this is, my thought was, somebody would be like, well, I don't have time to feed rabbits multiple times a day, right? I'm just gonna fill the hoppers. Well, you can totally do this. You can totally do that, right? But it's the mental toughness thing, right? Do you really not have a couple of minutes out of your day to do that? And if you look at most people's lives, of course they do, because they're on the phone or they're on the television or whatever it is now. And we say TV now, and it's not, most people don't even view content on TV, right? It's an iPad or it's the phone. People look at the phone to watch movies or TV or whatever. You can't even see that shit. Are we even watching movies at this point any longer? Do movies even exist? We just say that shit. But you better develop some fucking mental toughness. And this is the whole point to all of this. At most people, I think, that watch my stuff at this point, they're homestead, they prep, they survival, they're, end of the world's coming, times are getting tough, whatever it is. If you are not mentally tough, physically tough, you have a rude awakening coming for you as soon as the power goes out, or as soon as they start throttling power, or as soon as fuel starts getting rationed. Any of those things, right? As soon as any of that shit happens, you got fucking some hard times coming if you can't manage to do some things right now as practice, or even just conditioning, just to condition yourself so that is the norm, right? If you truly believe that the power is going to go out, well, maybe you should turn the fucking power off for a week and see what that looks like right now, while you can still call 911 or assistance or whatever it is, right? Maybe you should test that shit. But we're so fucking set on saying things we say and we don't even assess whether we mean them or not. I don't have time. How the fuck do you not have time for whatever it is, right? How do you not have time? No, what you mean is, I don't choose to fucking stop doing some minuscule bullshit and implement this other thing. I don't have time to put these shelves together. Do I not? Do I not have time? Of course I fucking have time. I did some other bullshit instead. Make the fucking time to make yourself better. 6 o'clock Monday morning, what's up? I'm gonna come out here and put some water on these swales. This dog has chewed hoses like into 20, 30 pieces in the past. Now, I leave these out here while they're on, and he doesn't seem to mess with them. So I don't know that he will still do that, but these hoses are near $100 now. So I have a hose that has 21 fits in it, 21 repairs. I do have a hose over here. I don't know why I'm dragging this one like this, but this will do. If I was gonna water from here much more, I think I would have fixed a line across or on the outside there. Finally came through last night, mowed some. This stuff here, when I brush up against it on my legs, I just always feel like itchy, right? And I think that's bugs. Like you feel like something's crawling on you. I think it's because it is, right? And anytime I do that, I always end up with like little bug bites. So I think that's what that is. So just shaved it down so that I could kind of get through here and not have that stuff all over me. Cut it at 5 inches, which is the highest that mower will cut. I guess I actually could cut it higher by putting the deck up, but I cut it at 5. And these are the back swales, that red flag. Remember that big flag sticking up there about 12 inches? There's a tree. Hi, what's up? Tree, nitrogen, tree. I feel like there's another nitrogen in here somewhere buried. Tree, nitrogen. So you can see this stuff's doing amazing. This back side here is the south side. So the sun is typically right above here, but this is kind of getting some shade here. And these are way taller on the back side than the front side. And I think that's probably just the shade. Will you stop licking me? What do you want? Same thing here. There's Magnus's den. That's where he hangs out. Here's the berm, the range. We need to get rid of this wood pile here. That'll probably mean burning off. And then we'll get all this out of there. And a swale, a big, huge swale will come through here. I had exactly 1 hour to get a bunch of shit done. And I picked the camera up and here I am 5 minutes into this and have only done 30 seconds worth of work. Super stuffed up this morning. A lot of times you hear these and it'll sound kind of like broken train of thought because I'm always listening to a podcast, so I'm speaking, thinking, listening, and trying to retain all at the same time. Probably not the best move. Hello, boy cat. Can we pet? Hi. Lately they've all been sleeping in this basket. There's like 4 cats right here that just jumped out. Pretty excited about this. I will have a lot of things to use it for. My biggest frustration will probably be that I want to leave it on the 4-wheeler and it needs to not be out in the weather. The question is, will this cut this tall wet grass? Mine actually does seem to cut it pretty well. I just saw Milwaukee pipeline videos by a couple guys. I think VCG Construction did one. Pack Out King on Instagram showed it, and I think Jacoval had mentioned it. I feel like there is a brand new one coming out that is even lighter, and I feel like this is not it because I was able to go buy this at Home Depot this weekend, and the pipeline video came out a couple days ago. I don't think the new one's on the market. So it's a lightweight tool, but not as light as the videos made it sound. And I feel like this is not that product. Every time I come through here, I think, man, I would like to just cut these down. And I kind of push them down with the mower. It doesn't really get them. And then this here, it kind of pulls out easy, right? There's not a deep taproot, but whatever this is, it's all through here. I always thought that this stuff here would be a great situation for a little hedge trimmer. And I'm going to cut it into multiple pieces so it's not just sitting all over the ground. pretty good. Buying this is the section that I actually envisioned this for. Check this little guy out.